So this review is on transformations, functions, and then something we decided to skip this year, which is focus on directrix, but I will go over it in the videos. So the quadratic function f of x has a turning point at 5, -8. So we can't graph this because we don't have the actual equation, but that's the turning point. This is a new function g of x, which is found by transforming f of x. We know the x plus 7 moves it left. Sorry about that. Left 7. And then the -3 moves it down 3. So we're going left 7 and down 3. So from the x value, I'm going to subtract 7. And from the y value, I'm going to subtract 3. So that would give me -2, -11 for the new turning point. The next one shows another transformation of a point that lies on a graph. So this one is always tricky. This is a vertical stretch for the 5. So a vertical stretch of 5. And that means since it's vertical, we're just multiplying the y value by 5. And then after that, we're going to go down 20. So from our point -3, 7, okay, I'm going to multiply the y by 5. So that's going to give me 35. The x stays. X is not a vertical direction, so it does not change. And then from the down 20, I'm going to subtract 20, so that gives me 15. So we get -3, 15. The next question asks me which is an even function. So an even function has to have line symmetry over the y-axis. Looking at each of these graphs, that is number 1. Not number 2. Number 3 kind of looks like it could be an odd function, which is when you rotate it 180 about the origin. Except these two bumps are not symmetric to each other about the origin. This one is odd because if I did rotate this 180 about the origin, it would be the same graph. So which of the following is true about the function shown below? This is our same function as this one, and I kind of already talked about it. First off, we know it's not an even function, okay? It's also true that it's not an odd function because this bump would have to come in here to have that rotational symmetry of 180 about the origin. So we're going to cross out the is an odd function. Now the next question is the degree of this function odd. So we see from the end behavior that the arrows do go in opposite directions, meaning it's an x cubed or x to the 5th possibly, most likely an x cubed graph. So it's not an odd function, but the degree of the function is odd, which is choice 2.